Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled to have a minyan on the porch or not. That is the question. So, with the minyanim outside prohibited by Misrad Abriut, Ministry of Health, and all the rabbis, due to the Corona tragedy, the question is now, where do we go? So, Jews are resilient. So, we can't have a minyan in the shul? Fine. We'll have a minyan in the chatzer. Downstairs we'll gather together and we'll keep a distance. No, we can't have that. We'll be on the porches and see each other, and that will be a minyan. So this is an amazing question. The question is halacha l'maisa, what to do. So on Shabbat, many people heard minyanim all over the place during the weekdays. Also Shachas Mincha Maariv. It's a fantastic shaila, and it's not black and white clear, and that's why we're going to see. Some rabbis say absolutely not, some rabbis say yes, some say with a bit of a compromise. Just a quick overview, and of course everyone has to talk to the rabbi to decide to know what to do, halach l'maseh. Minyan, the simple pshat of minyans have to be in one makom, one place. Separate porches, that's a separate place. It's not in the same place. Even in a house, you have 6 people in one room and 4 in another room. Like many times in an Avel's house, you can't all fit into one room. So you split up the minyan, you are in different places that might not be a minyan. And that's a simple halach in the Shulchan Aruch, Siman Nun Hey, if you'd give them makom echad, one place, and mechitzas and other things that divide, make you stand in a separate makom. You may not make up that minyan. However, there's a cryptic halacha nun hey yadalid that says rowan, if you have 9 people and the last one near panav from the back, he's sort of outside, it's vague what the case is, that he could join. So Mishnah says, maybe we're going according to the Rashba, who has a possibility that rowan, that now do you have a combination of minyan through makom place, but a combination of minyan can also come through seeing. So that's another area that needs to be explored. And then the Shulchan Aruch goes on, the shots, everyone sees the chazan, that might be another connection. So all of a sudden, we have a possibility that it's makom is the connection only, or seeing each other, or even seeing the chazan seeing everyone. So now the question is, what do we do? What do the post-committee do with this? So it wasn't really treated that much over the years, because we're all in shul in one makom. It came up in the shuls where people would be in the women's section, and they said, no, come into the main shul, or everyone be together to create the 10. Once you already have 10 created, then it could be other people could listen in and be yotze. That could be a separate topic about joining an existing minyan. But creating the minyan, the minhag always was just be in one place. But now, we have a question. So we have 3 options. We can have makom, which is the idea, one place. Then you have mixas and more, some people see each other. Then have a new possibility that the chazan sees, and he's the joining factor. So the question is, what do the post can do? So if this is hundreds of years ago that this occurred many, many times, we'd have a clear minhag in Klal Yisrael, a clear practice. And once there's a clear practice, we don't just say, safek brachos. There's no problem with safek brachos, it's clearly a minhag. Ashkenazic woman go ahead and they make a bracha on lulav and on sukkah. Now, some say not. It's safek brachos. It's a question of a bracha. No. There's already the minhag, Ashkenazic minhag. Many women do this, and that's the Ashkenazic minhag. Shavuos in a few weeks. Sfardim are going to be up all night, and they're going to say Birchas Torah in the morning. Why? What do you mean? It's a safek, a question of a bracha. The minhag is ready to do that. So we don't have a minhag here. So what do we do? So each person goes by his posek. So Rav Hershel Shechter Shlita says no. There's a safek over here, and it's not just even an even safek. Rav Hershel leans to the fact that the most poskim say no. You need makom, and there's not a simple shita to say that re'iyah, seeing, is a connection. So any Talmud of Rav Hershel Shechter should not have a minyan. Rav Yitzchak Yosef, exactly like Rav Hershel Shechter, no, there's no minyan here. And he even wonders about a Sephardi answering an Ashkenazic minyan on the porch. It's not a minyan as far as Sephardi concerned. And the Sephardi would have to talk to Rav Yitzchak what he answers or not. So they have Hershel Shechter and Rav Yitzchak Yosef on one extreme. Then you have Rav Cohen from Porat Yosef. He's the other extreme. No, it's a regular minyan, everything regular. It's a full minyan. He relies on the shitas. It's a pressing situation. We rely on the shitas that say Tziri is seeing is a connection. Rav Sternbach is in the middle. Rav Sternbach says, you know what? It's a real machlokas here. I think there's who to rely on in this pressing situation, but that doesn't get us out of a suffix. Meaning, for the Chazan to say 19 brachos again, possibly 19 brachos in vain, I don't like that. So personally, I've been telling our minyan here, just for Chazan not to daven out loud, to remove the whole problem. He says, and Rav Sternbach says that what you could do is just have in mind the Chazan, that if this Shemon Esrei is not a proper Chazar Shatz, it's an extra davening, it's an adava. And that could work during the week. It would not work on Shabbat. And then Bechat Kohanim, saying Brachat Hashem, is a bracha problem. So maybe Kohanim should not do Bechas Kohanim before it's just go inside, and they're not chayiv in Bechas Kohanim, and then come back out after the time for Bechas Kohanim. So Rav was in the middle by saying you can rely on the minyan, but don't get into suffix brachos issues. Personally, that's what I've been doing over here in our minyan on the porch. Having a minyan but avoiding bracha. You say, what do you mean kadosh? Kadosh is Hashem's name. Baruch is Hashem's name. It's true, but a bracha levatal is when you say a baruch ata Hashem hachalam, v'varach hashanim. It's a full bracha. Then you're getting into suffix brachos. Saying Hashem's name in vain is totally different when you're saying it in a praiseworthy way, but it's not in the framework of a bracha. So it's different. That's what we've been doing in our minyan over here. We've been having a minyan, but avoiding any extra brachot. Levatala, by not having Bechat Kohanim, which could be Bracha Levatala, and by not having Chazar Hashatz as a Rei Chazar Hashatz, which means either the Chazan just doesn't say it at all, we go right to Shemon Esrei out loud, or the Chazan has in mind that if this isn't a proper Chazar Hashatz, I'm davening an extra davening. This advice would only work on the weekdays. On Shabbat it wouldn't work. Also, nothing to take into account is if you can't really hear the Chazan well, and there's trucks and there's stuff going on, and the Chazan's voice not so loud, that would be another reason to consider for the Chazan. For sure he should make the Tanai, that if, this is not a Chazan Shatz, my own personal tefillah, but if it's clear that people cannot really hear every word, it might be best just to do the tefillah right out loud and not do the Prav Shemon Esrei. So those are the three opinions. The Rav Shechter, Rav Yosef, no. Rav Cohen and others say yes, it's a regular minyan, rely on these opinions ad asof. And then you have Rav Sternbach in the middle that rely on them but avoid any kind of suffix brachas. In my